Your neighbor's mansion? Yeah, there's a real chance it was built on lies. 2025 has been the year of the mortgage crackdown. Fake incomes, forged pay stubs, even stolen homes, and the regulators are finally pulling back the curtain. The scary part, half the market's been bending the rules. What happens when those rules start actually getting enforced? Today we're diving into the rise of mortgage fraud in 2025, who's behind it, how it's distorting home prices, and whether this crackdown could pop the entire housing bubble. Let's get into it. So here's what's happening. The Community Reinvestment Authority, or CRA, just rolled out new income verification technology. It's a direct link to the IRS and payroll databases. Translation? Can't just upload a fancy PDF anymore. Those systems are catching tens of thousands of inconsistencies. We're seeing applications flagged for income mismatch, employer unverifiable, and my personal favorite, AI edited document detected. And while that sounds like a win for fairness, it's also freezing the pipeline. Legitimate buyers are getting stuck and shady ones, they're getting smoked. One ex-user posted, "They called my boss to verify my pay and denied me for a typo." The vibe online right now? Half panic, half chaos. Let's rewind a little bit. After the 2020 boom, people started getting desperate to qualify. Home prices shot up, rates doubled, and suddenly that $90,000 income didn't stretch so far. So, creative math happened. I'm talking inflated incomes, gift funds that were really loans, and investment homes listed as primary residences. And let's be honest, lenders were looking the other way. Why? Because volume was king. There's $1.8 trillion in maturing loans coming due, and tons of lenders were just trying to survive. When the system rewards closing deals, someone's always gonna fudge the numbers, and now the bill's coming due. If you wanna see how wild it's gotten, check out mortgage confessions on X or Reddit. Anonymous posts like, "Used ChatGPT to make a fake pay stub and got approved. Bought a house under my cousin's name since my DTI was too high. I wired earnest money to a fake title company." Please note, this isn't victimless. Fake demand equals inflated home prices, and stolen home scams are surging. People finding out their house was sold without them even knowing. Fraud doesn't just hurt banks and the scary rich people. It hurts real families who did everything right. Hear me when I say I'm not saying lenders are innocent in this either. Some of those fintech platforms relied entirely on automation. No human eyes even looking at files. Upload a pay stub, hit approve, move on. The irony? We built AI to make loans faster, not to let fake PDFs slip through faster. And now regulators are looking at them like, you approved what? This crackdown isn't random. It's a system finally saying, let's clean this mess up before it breaks to something bigger. So the big question, does this pop the bubble? Two camps. Camp one, the crash crew. They say fraud has been silently inflating home prices. Remove the fake demand, prices drop 20 to 30%. You'll see this rhetoric all over X. When the lies stop, the market drops. And then in camp two, we've got the freeze team. They argue that there's still too little inventory, so instead of a crash, we might get a slower, stickier market. Maybe prices plateau, but buyers get more cautious. Here's where I land. Fraud might not burst the bubble, but it exposes how fragile it really is. Because when your strong market relies on fake paperwork and blind approvals, that's not strength, that's denial with granite countertops. All right, let's talk solutions. If you're buying, selling, or even thinking about a mortgage, here's how you stay safe. Verify your title and escrow details directly. Never click sketchy email links. Ask if your lender verifies income. The more transparency, the better. And if something feels too easy or too good to be true, it probably is. And for realtors, check your deals. Fraud can taint commissions and your license. Look, honest lending still exists. I do it every day. You can get creative without crossing lines. Transparency isn't the enemy, it's the advantage. Mortgage fraud is real, but it's not unbeatable. The truth is, this crackdown might actually be the reset that we needed, a chance to rebuild trust in a system that's been stretched thin for way too long. So here's my question for you. Have you seen fraud firsthand or felt pressure to tweak numbers just to qualify? If so, drop your story in the comments. And if you're looking for a lender who keeps it real and still finds a way to make the numbers work legitimately, please reach out. I'll show you how to build the deal the right way. Because a real bubble isn't housing, it's trust. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. And with that being said, stay smart, stay strategic, and I'll see you in the next one.